Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? It's your boy Ultimate Rage coming at you again with another live video. This time I want to talk about another article I read today. But before we do that, just like y'all to see my shirt. You see that OD9 right there? Yeah, that's the squad. We coming soon. Shout out to the homie LB for hooking me up, your boy with your with these fresh threads and everything. And very soon we gonna have some things in the works, and I'll go into full details about that. I know I've been promising that for a long time, and then I disappeared and all that, but now I'm back and I'm ready to get things popping. But yeah, so before I go into it, please like and subscribe, follow your boy at the Ultimate Rage, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and donate to your boy, $ the Ultimate Rage. Anyway, so I was reading this article about how a surprising number of black men may actually vote for Trump in surprising number. And it's like um they said something about how in the 2016 election 98% of black women voted for Hillary Clinton, whereas only 81% of black men also did. And I could tell you from my experience, I was definitely not one of those 81%. And here's the thing about it. So, first of all, let me just say flat out, like I said yesterday, I don't care who you want to vote for. Look, you're going to vote for who you're going to vote for, and who am I to tell you that you're wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever reason you have to vote for whoever you vote for, I'm pretty sure you might have, whatever your biases are, whatever your tastes, whatever your views, those are your views. And who am I to tell you who you can and can't vote for? But I definitely abhor the notion of anybody telling me who they think I should vote for, or if they think I'm throwing away my vote, or whatever the case may be. Now, let me just state for the record that I am not a Trump fan. I never have been. I've only seen maybe a couple episodes of The Apprentice. I am not right wing at all. Never. I will never support the right wing. I will never support right wing ideologies. But I do have a few friends here and there who are on the right side of things, and some of their ideas are okay. At least some of their principles, the ideas of hard work, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. I'm not saying I fully agree, but here's what I mean. Like, I do, I'm a progressive, I'm a leftist. I believe we're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? I do believe we have to help each other out. But at the same time, I really truly believe that as individuals, we have to hold ourselves accountable first. We have to be real with ourselves and real with our ideas and views, and then act accordingly. So, um, while I support, you know, I'm not one of these people who are anti government or we should get rid of government. I'm the type of person that feels like we should have a complete overhaul of the entire thing. And a lot of people say, revolution, revolution. Like, I mean, I believe in revolution, but not like how a lot of other people mean. I don't think revolution should be AKs and rocket launchers and people dying and violence and all that. Like, but I do believe that we need to modernize the way that we organize ourselves. But the reason why I want to bring this up is because you got to understand that we live in a country that, and I know a lot of people hate when people say this, but the facts are the facts. This is a country that was built on the backs of slave labor, and the primary ethnicity of those slaves were black, African descent, and black men were highly treated like shit and have been in this country. I mean, of course, let me give my love and shout out to the sisters out there. Of course, you know what I'm saying. But as a black man, and what I've learned throughout history, black men have had it really, really fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, higher rates of suicide, violence, murder victims, you name it. And of course, you could have all the people out there, oh, yes, by your own kind and all that. But obviously, if you're a real student of history and you're objective, you'll know that many of these things are systemic problems resulting from slavery. Let's not get it twisted. Slavery, Jim Crow, all the racism, systemic, overt, all that. And if anybody wants to say otherwise, you're full of shit. And I'm going to tell you that straight up. You might as well just leave the channel right now. But my thing is this. I can't speak for every black man, but speaking for myself, I feel like, you know, we should be way better than we are right now. Like, I'm a child of the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember growing up watching the Flintstones, watching the Jetsons, watching all these cartoons. And, um, I mean, I know those are old school cartoons, but hey, like, we appreciate the old school. But, we had our own stuff too. We had like stuff like Mighty Max, Biker Mice from Mars, but it's like in all of these different things, they show these futuristic like societies. And my whole thing is if we're in regular life, we're in real life, we're in the real world, why can't we demand better for ourselves? Not just from our politicians, but from ourselves as people, as a society. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why can't the future be now? Like, you see movies like 2001 A Space Odyssey, they got people with, iPads on spaceships and stuff like that, just doing Pilates and running on never ending tracks or whatnot. And it's 2020 and it's still hard to get a good signal on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are so many things that could be so much better. And I feel that most people are so entrenched in the way things are that they don't even dream of what the future can be. And so, like, I watched this channel called Isaac Arthur where he talks about all these future societies, future technologies, space travel, all these big different things that, like, many of which we could do right now because we have the technique and the technology. We just lack the funding. We lack the motivation, the financial incentive to do it. People always want, in the capitalist society, people always want to get an instant return on investment. People are afraid to invest in the future for the long haul. And so that's the reason why we get these slow incremental changes. But with all these discoveries in the laws of physics and space and inventions, it's like the progress is going to happen faster than you would like. So I feel like in order for us to account for this exponentially enhanced technology and enhancing technology, we need a new system of government that's going to actually take that into account and be implemented in a way that's more efficient. With the system of governance we have now, everything is inefficient as hell. The reason why you see a lot of people, particularly in the black community, feeling like there's no point in voting is because we're not voting on policies. We're not voting on the things we actually want. We're just voting on people who promise us things and who almost, if not always, let us down. They could come at us and it's just like, trying to holler at a chick. You give her the sweet little nut things, you say the things that she want to hear, you get her where you wanted to get her, you get what you got from her, and then you bounce. That's how all these politicians treat us. They treat us like we're just some chick. They always come to us and say, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And I promise that if you elect me, we're going to do these things and we will be successful. God bless you. God bless America. All that fucking bullshit. They always do the same thing. And then people are always like, oh my God, well, I'm going to vote for Joe Biden and then I'm going to push him as far left as I can. It's like, bruh. We've tried the strategy. It's gotten us nowhere. Y'all keep saying, you gotta vote, you gotta vote, you gotta vote, and you gotta vote. If you vote, your vote matters, and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Princeton, that, like, historically great university, I can't say I'm an alumni, shout out to Calvin College, But his Princeton University did a study to show that in the past like 20 years, policy has hardly been influenced by the will of the people and has overwhelmingly been influenced by industry. And it's funny because I watched Kanye West's interview with Joe Rogan, and Kanye West, he has a lot of great ideas. I wish he wasn't so strongly theocratic because, god damn, we can't have that in this country. But he had a lot of great ideas, and one thing he said was like, I do believe this is Kanye West, but he said something like, "Our country is designed for industry. It's not designed for people to be happy." And this makes so much sense because, like, a lot of people think that, oh, like, America's crowded, we don't have enough resources, all this type of stuff, when really that's not an issue at all. Like, America technically could hold trillions of people, and um basically the issue isn't so much land or space or resources as much as it is waste heat. You feel what I'm saying? This is what most people don't understand. They're so used to the way things are that they don't have an actual understanding of the way things could be, how much more efficient things could be, how much better things could be, which is one of the reasons why, instead of the system we have now, it's like I feel like we should move more towards a direct democracy. Forget all these politicians, all these people who promise us over and over and over again while they're having meetings with billionaires and trillionaires and being like, "Hey, we'll pass all these laws and do everything. Just donate to our campaign. Just donate to our like." It's it's time for this stuff to end. So forgive us black men for not being overwhelmingly excited for voting for either candidate, whether you're talking about Biden or Trump, because at the end of the day, I just seen a video of a black man getting murdered by police in Philly. Another one. And now, to be fair, the dude did have a knife. They say he had mental health disorders and whatnot. He did go at the cops and everything, but it's like when will this all end, man? People always talk about how we have an issue with mental health in this country. Why is it so hard to get people help? Oh, I know, because private prisons need to get paid, pharmaceutical companies need to get paid, government officials need to get paid, need to guarantee future careers for themselves post the government, and it's just nonsense, man. We got a bunch of career criminals, a bunch of just career focused people who just want to focus on whatever they can do to help themselves out, and then they, whitewash it with the will of the people, benefiting the people, even though why would people need to riot and loot and break shit down if everything was all good? Clearly something is wrong here. And clearly something needs to be done. So all you people out there that get mad at black people, or anybody for that matter, for not always voting down the line, voting down the ticket, voting blue no matter who, fuck all that shit. How about we should demand better? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not gonna hook up with somebody just because they look good. Because if that's all it took, then all the baddies out there would always have somebody, and you wouldn't see so many women complaining about men being dogs and stuff like that, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would see people always happy. You know what I'm saying? But life is more complicated than that. Things aren't that simple. Sometimes, actually, most of the time, it's about compatibility. It's about working together, striving towards a future that we both want, that we feel is better for us and better for our descendants, those who come after us, paying it forward. And if we're not doing that, then what the hell are we doing? I'm tired of sitting in mediocrity doing the same thing. I've struggled with insecurities my whole life, and I've decided, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm sick of all of this shit. I demand greater for myself. And I feel that we as an American people should demand greater for ourselves as a country and for each other, for ourselves, for our kids, just for everybody. Now, of course, there's going to be trade-offs. There's going to be winners and losers. That's just the way of life. That's the way life is. They say survival of the fittest and whatnot. Like, that's just the way it is. Some people are going to have to take an L, and you're just going to have to suck it up. That's just the way things happen. But for those of us who are struggling and striving to make a better America, for us, we need to come together and make it happen, but we need to do it in a way that makes sense. So that's why, like I said, I'm writing a manifesto with Theseus where I'm describing how exactly this can be done. Follow me at the Ultimate Rage so you can get updates and, chit chat with me and send me money, pay me. The Ultimate Rage, $ the Ultimate Rage. Send me money on Cash App. Hook me up so I can get this thing going. You know what I'm saying? I got my homie who wants to do artwork for me. We're trying to get this apparel going and stuff. I need to get a website together. So help me out. Help me out. Let's make it happen. We can do this together. So let's do it. OD9 is coming soon. Shout out to my boy LB once again. We coming through. We finna make things happen. Subscribe to your boy. Follow and like and share. Do all the good things. And I hope that y'all doing great. Holla at your boy. OD9, baby.